would now like to share with you some practical tips on improving your communication skills. Are you ready? And what I've done my level best is to ensure to give you something new which I've not shared earlier in the previous videos or in the previous sessions that I've had with you. Some practical techniques, but just remember, these techniques will only work for you if you continue to stay with them even when you're not getting the results, because everything takes time, right? Even when you plant a seed in the soil, you water it every day, it's not going to come out when you want it to, right? It's going to grow at its own time. You go to the gym, you want to strengthen your biceps, they are not going to work on your time. It will happen when it has to happen. Your job is to put in the efforts. Take a deep breath in, please. And say out loud, my job is to put in the efforts. Number one, immersion, right? The number one thing you have to follow when you want to accelerate your communication skills is the journey of immersion. Since you did not have, maybe let's say if somebody lacked early exposure, let's say a child growing up watching Peppa Pig is going to build up more vocabulary, is going to get comfortable with speaking English or whatever it happens to be. But you can compensate with immersion. Immersion means immerse yourself completely into that material. Old story goes, which I've always shared in my YouTube channel also. A disciple of Socrates, the famous Greek thinker, once went up to him and asked, "Sir, can you teach me the principle of success? Can you teach me the principle?" So he was taking a bath in the middle of the river that fine morning. He found the timing of the question very awkward. He was right in the middle where the water was very deep. So he thought he will teach his disciple, not by lecturing him, but by giving him a practical experience of that thing. So he says to this young man, he says, "Young man, come inside the river and I'll tell you and I will teach you the secret of success." So the man goes inside the water and he's standing right next to Socrates where the water is very deep. Socrates is a little bit taller than this guy. So he very casually puts his arm around the shoulder of this young man and plunges his head inside water. He can hear him kicking and fighting for dear life, right? But he's holding him tight underneath water where he's fighting and resisting. And after a couple of seconds of this fight, he manages to break free and comes out of the water gasping for air. And at that very time, he said, "What is this? I asked you the secret of success. What is this about?" "Young man, you were inside water. Tell me how desperately you wanted to come outside the water and breathe again." He said, "Of course, it was very desperate. It was a matter of life and death. I would do anything to achieve that. Would you? Would you?" "Yes." And he said, "There you have the secret of success. There you have the secret. When you want to achieve something so badly that you will be able to immerse your entire being into that thing, there is no force in the world that can stop your progress on that path." Immersion, which means completely surround yourself with material, people, learning opportunities to learn that new skill. What is that new skill? It could be communication skills, it could be English language skills, it could be anything that you want to learn, right? Identify your dominant learning styles. Identify your dominant. Some people learn better by listening. Yes? Some people learn better by watching. Some people learn better by experimentation, by doing things. Find out what works for you and use that style. Have a support group which will help you develop that skill. If you want to speak good English, if you want to develop your communication skills, is there a Toastmasters club in your institution, in your city? Is there any other sort of club? Do they have a drama or a theater club that you can participate to go on stage and perform so that your stage fear goes down, right? Is there a debating club? Or can you join those sort of, if not in your city, is there something online that you can do? But have a support group. So identify your dominant learning styles, create a support group, and I say fire your mental faculties from all directions, okay? Which means audio, video, what you hear, what you see, what you read, what you write. You are firing on all directions, your brain, you're stretching it into a new direction. When you're reading, you're doing two things at the same time, yes or no? You're A, reading the text, B, you're creating a visual in your mind. So you're reading and you're creating sense of that material, yes or no? You're reading a news, such and such thing happened in this place, and now you're absorbing in the alphabets, taking in the words, but also your mind is trying to create sense out of it. When you're watching something, half the work is already done for you. You don't have to read text. You already just have to listen or watch, and then you have to make sense of it. But reading is more hard work. A lot of people avoid it. In the age of videos, you've stopped reading. Read more, please. Write. If you want to write, and then let me add here, speak. So you want to put in that Instagram post? Do it. But don't just put in stupid hashtags which make no sense. Write a caption. Write about it 3 or 4 sentences. Start a blog. Write about your chef competition experience. Right? What will go wrong? The maximum is you'll make a few grammatical mistakes, few people will laugh at you, and that's okay. That's part of the process, right? But you have to go through this. Speaking. I've seen so many Facebook Live videos which are silent. Right? You've seen some of those? If you're going live on Facebook, say something, please. Tell us what is happening. Right? Speak up. If it didn't go as per your expectations, delete it later on. That's fine. Right? It's not going to live, that mistake is not going to live there forever. But don't just be a silent movies happened in the 1800s. And then science advanced to developing sound and microphones and all that high-tech equipment that we use these days. So use your mental faculties, create a weekly menu of what you want, the material you want to go through. Your Netflix series of what you're watching, your audiobooks, you download them in advance, right? What you want to carry, the material you want to carry with you. So immersion is important to compensate for the lack of early exposure. If you did not have the opportunity, and this I'm saying to my viewers across the world who are watching this video, if you did not have the good opportunity to develop your communication skills or a foreign language skills, right? Perhaps English in this case, at an early age, if you missed out on that opportunity of early exposure, you can make up. You can make up by following immersion. You'll have to make up for that lost time, but if you immerse yourself, you will win that game. Number 2. Ready for number 2? Visual mental rehearsal. VMR. A technique which is taught to athletes, golfers, stage performers, stand-up comedians. Visual mental rehearsal. Take a deep breath in. Close your eyes for a few seconds. Visualize yourself on the stage in the auditorium of this university. Visualize the mic in front of you. Visualize an audience of 3,000 people. Visualize yourself speaking flawlessly. Are you there? Nod your head if you can see that in your mind. Nod your head. Get that image in your mind. 3,000 people. Can you see yourself speaking? Good. I want you to visualize people are laughing, not at you, but with you. They are clapping. So everybody's having fun together. Fantastic. A deep breath in. 3, 2, and 1. Open your eyes again. What we just did was a visual mental rehearsal, okay? But next time, be more specific. You have to go in an interview, rehearse in your mind what you're going to say in that interview. You have to give a speech, rehearse in your mind what I'm going to see. Imagine, mental rehearsal. Be a news anchor. I used to do that as a kid. We had very little exposure to new information. We had the Tribune and Doordarshan and perhaps CNN at times. Who's your favorite sort of celebrity that you like for their communication skills? Priyanka Chopra. Okay. So Priyanka Chopra. So can you pretend to be Priyanka Chopra at times? I'm not asking you to be her, but I'm saying visualize yourself that way to that level of perfection and then higher and then higher. So, but here's a very quick hack for your mind. Pretend to be the news anchor, okay? Take a newspaper. You all have access to a newspaper? Some of you are not sure. Yes? Take an English newspaper. Take a small piece of news. You're the news anchor now. Pretend there is an imaginary audience in front of you and start off. Can you do that every day? Yes or no? Yes. Can my viewers do that every day? If you do it, you're going to get huge results because you're training your mind into that direction, okay? interviews, presentations, wherever you have to speak in public, use visual mental rehearsal, which means you create in your mind the ideal scenario that you would like to see, and you rehearse it and you get comfortable with it, okay? If the mind is ready, the body will follow. Do you understand the power of this? If the mind is ready, the body will follow. If the mind is ready, all other faculties will follow. But if the mind is not ready, you may have prepared the best speech, but your best will not come out because your mind was not trained. Once again, deep breath in. Say hello to the person sitting next to you and remind them, learn to train your mind. Say it now, please. Learn to train your mind. And then, so the first step is immersion. Second step is visual mental rehearsal. The third step is play the game. What is the third step? Play the game. Let's say you want to get better at cricket as a batsman, right? Will watching matches help you improve your batting? Little bit. Will watching or giving commentary help you improve your game? Maybe a little bit more, but not huge. Will meeting the players and clicking a selfie with the players, will that help? It'll give you some motivation, but it won't improve your game. Put on the pads and visualize. Will that help? A little bit. Face the ball 100 kilometers per hour coming at you. Will that improve your game? And face it again. And face it again. And face it again and again and again. Learn to play the game. Don't be a spectator. Learn to play the game. You want to improve any skill, my friends. Be it your photography skills, your videography skills, your public presentation skills, English language skills. Learn. The more you stay in the game, your skin in the game. I think Nicholas Taleb wrote this book, Put Your Skin in the Game. The more you will learn. Spectators don't learn much. Players do. So when you have the next opportunity in your university or in your class about a presentation, raise your hand. A lot of people try this technique instead. You raise your hand. You can do it. I believe you can do it. Right? Instead, learn to do this. Raise your hand. Even if you're not sure, you'll find out the way, but learn to play the game. Raise your hand, volunteer, participate, and then record yourself during that process. Get a friend to sit down and say, I want you to record me. I want you to videotape me. And go back and review it. That's very, very important. Go back and review yourself. So in the review process of your mastery of any new skill or language or communication skills, I asked you to, the step 3 was play. Be in the game a bit more than usual. Take initiative. Talk to at least one stranger every day. Say hello to someone, right? Now, you might not get all positive results everywhere, but that's okay. It's worth a try. What I want you to do is actually build up your confidence to a level where rejection is not a big deal for you. Where somebody who does not want to have a conversation is not a big deal for you, that you become an initiator. And the ability to take initiative is going to be one of the key components of any successful hospitality executive. And I asked you not to be too harsh on yourself, because good things take time. Everybody together, please, deep breath in. Good things take time. Good things take time. You want to cook something in the kitchen? You have a lot of chefs here. You know, if a dish requires 45 minutes of cooking, you can't prepare it in 5. You cannot prepare it in 10 minutes, no matter what sort of modern equipment you might be using. But still, the dish is going to take 45 minutes because good things take time. And the same way, for you to develop a new skill, for you to enhance your personality, it's going to take time, so be comfortable in that process, but keep reviewing. I want you to make mistakes. I want you to learn from your mistakes. I don't want you to repeat your mistakes. And I also don't want you to be afraid of making mistakes. Okay? The worst thing, if you're going and speaking in public or giving answers in an interview, or you're on stage, imagine a dancer on stage, afraid he might make the wrong step. He's going to be all, right? Confused, because that's happening in a natural rhythm up here. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Leave correction for the next review process. Don't be afraid of making mistakes when you're playing, and then leave the correction part in the review process. You get this? Very simple 4-step process. Immerse yourself in the skill you want to learn. You want to improve your English speaking skills? Create a menu of what you want to watch, what you want to read, what you want to speak about, what are you going to write, what sort of support groups are you going to go to, are there online friends who can assist you, is there a club in the city? Immerse yourself completely into that new material. VMR, practice visual mental rehearsal. In your mind, see the person that you want to be and hold on to that image and believe in that image. And every morning when you wake up, remind yourself how you see yourself. What you start here in your mind can come into reality. Mark my words, if you believe in the image that you are able to see here, it will slowly start becoming your reality, because your reality is going to reflect your dominant thoughts, what you're thinking about yourself, right? Play. Just like a child is curious to play. He's not there to prove something. I'm not saying win. I'm not saying step 3 is win. I'm saying step 3 is play. It's not win, it's play. Play. Take the risk. You're doing the FB Live video, say something, don't be silent. Speak up, add value, write, raise your hand, volunteer, take that risk, and then review. If I were to get another chance to do this, will I do it differently next time? Okay? This constant desire for improvement. Martina Navratilova, the famous tennis player, she said it best. She said, the more I realize how much better I can get, it's addictive. The more I want to improve myself. There is nothing more addictive than improvement. The more you improve yourself, and improvement is not only reserved for displaying to other people what you're capable of, it's an internal thing, okay? So make that promise to yourself, follow this simple 4-step process, and I guarantee you over a period of time, but do not forget the 4 different stages that I shared with you earlier. Even if you're following the 4-step process or any other process for that matter, good things take time. You will have to go through these 4 different levels, which are number 1, unconscious and competent. Number 2, you're becoming aware. You're conscious, but you're still incompetent, but you're aware. There is a desire. Number 3, you are now learned the skill, but while using the skill, you are conscious. You're competent, you know it theoretically, but while you're using it, your brain still is involved to a very large degree. Number 4 is where the magic is going to happen. You will now become competent at an unconscious level or a subconscious level. It's going to flow. You go on the stage and you dance and it's going to flow. You're a stand-up comedian, it's going to flow. You're a chef, your recipes, the sequence, the amount and everything, it's going to flow. And to get there, it takes time. No one was born perfect, ladies and gentlemen. No one was born perfect. But with enough efforts, with enough persistence, and with patience. Remember, patience is a key factor. Don't give up. And don't let your self-limiting beliefs come in the way. You can improve not only your communication skills, not only your English speaking skills, but any other aspect of your life. Thank you for watching.